Hey there, my name is Pravus, and welcome to more HoI4 Kaiserreich, playing as the Dominion of Canada. New recording session for me. Decided to take a break because I feel like I didn't play too well these last couple of episodes, between the fiasco that was going on in Sweden and also the United States proving to be much harder to deal with than I expected. So I'm taking a second, taking a step back, thinking about what we're doing. We need to take out the US, and quickly, so I can focus my efforts back in Europe. To do this, best thing we can do, since we already control most of the important parts of the East Coast, is to take Texas and the Rust Belt. I'm talking around Detroit and Chicago. Take all of that away, plus St. Louis, and I'm pretty sure the US falls apart since we already own all of California, and we can push up to Seattle in just a minute. Take care of all that, then we can focus our efforts back over here, finish off Italy, which we're currently holding a choke point around Rome, just trying to hold that. That's all I want to do there, while the Germans are pushing down into France. Turns out, by the way, you take the Union of Britain away, and France is, France has a hard time standing on their own without the British Navy and the British Air Force. Who would have thunk? Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and tell these troops to get in position first. I'm still doing a couple of quick little missions to try and tighten a couple nooses here, simplify some of these front lines, clear out a few of the troops that are causing some issues. You guys, let's just go ahead and finish them all off, for example. Might as well. I know we have very low organization in some of these spots. That's probably going to be fine. But they'll be all right. Okay, what else do we want to do as far as research? Well, Haiti, first off, just got annexed by somebody. That's exciting. It is June 1940. I'm going to go ahead and get ahead of time on some construction tech. We're going to be producing a fair bit of extra fuel. I don't really care about some of these other modifiers, is the thing, because once I become the United Kingdom, what good is some of this going to end up doing for me, right? Whereas getting the construction tech going so I can build factories over in the UK before I toss things over, well, all of a sudden that looks a little bit more appealing now, doesn't it? Do you want to go ahead and design some better light tanks? Let's go ahead and just get some recon. No, you know what? We're going to be garrisoning a lot of stuff in a minute. Let's go ahead and swap over to some better military police just for now, so I don't lose any important ground over there. Apparently having some trouble clearing some of this out. Haiti joined the Reichspakt. Okay. Yeah, Haiti ate something, I guess. I don't know. Don't forget, we technically still have the West Indies Federation we have to deal with, but like, me, I don't know. I don't really want to deal with them, you know what I mean? All right, let's go ahead and set red to get going. Blue should be arriving pretty much by now. Let's go for some extra air doctrines. Interception or superiority? Answer, superiority. Because I think that even though we don't have a powerful air force, by taking out the United States and taking out Britain, the Union of Britain, I don't anticipate there are going to be very many strong contenders for the best air force in the game. Why are... Oh my god. This got completely messed up. Okay, hang on. We can fix some of this. Get up over here, please. All my troops decided to go up here to Detroit rather than hold the front line around Pittsburgh and Cleveland. Of course they did. Why wouldn't they be stupid like that? Okay, well, it's fine. We'll join this back up in just a moment. First, let's just go ahead and punch through Detroit. Might as well. And now all the troops have been recycled back over here. Okay, this is what I was expecting the first time. You guys, screw it. Go to Gary, Indiana. Actually, follow the railroad as much as you can if you don't mind. And then try to take Chicago down. Let's just go for that for now. Red should more or less be in position. We're trying to free these guys back up. We have low organization on these guys. Let's see if we can just crush them real quick. Finish them off so we don't have to worry about them on our backside. Gross. Take this down. Looks like we have some allies. India's trying to knock the rest of these troops out over here. We still haven't managed to push into Harrisburg using my tiny tanks. But to be fair, they're not exactly very good tanks, are they? There's not a lot of troops on this front line anymore. Okay. You know what? We set you to aggressive then. Go. Take whatever you can. It looks like the United States actually pulled almost all their troops off over here for some reason. Either that or we got a much better encirclement opportunity than I thought we did, which I really just don't see how that's possible, but okay. Yeah, they backed it the frick up. Okay, all of a sudden the United States is crumbling. All I had to do was just rearrange my front lines, and the U.S. is like, no, we don't want to fight over here anymore. No, we don't want to be over here. We don't want to fight you over here. We're gonna go somewhere else now, please. Yeah, you do that. Let's go ahead and move you guys up over here and say go. We can encircle all these troops using my motorized and artillery. We are now pushing into Texas proper. All these guys should be joined up as one united army. And we finished up another doctrine. What do we get? I forgot. Oh, right. The Trans-Canada Airlines, which makes research time for all air better, Not to mention, all fighters and all planes of every kind actually are cheaper. Every single type. Wow. This is pretty good. We can go for some more air experience if we go down that route. Self-propelled guns. I do like the idea of making infantry equipment and artillery and anti-air and stuff even cheaper. So we're going to try going down this route now, since we're going to be making planes a lot faster now. We could do some more investments. Let's do an investment in Greece. That'll never come back to bite me, right? Let's develop some oil in Alberta, and then we can start working on some additional factories if we so desire. Speaking of factories, I got 5 extra to work with. We'll get some more improved artillery, and then I really want to make a dang tank. I feel like we haven't done anything with tanks this entire game, and it really hurts my heart. What else could we build that would make some sense? Naval bombers? Probably not at this point. We've already kind of done what we needed to. Some basic heavy tanks and stuff doesn't do me a lot of good. Could just make some extra trains, but so far, let's take a look at logistics. Yeah, we got more than enough trains and stockpiles. I feel like I almost never need to build trains. It's kind of weird, but that seems to be how the game go. Okay, well, let's first off get some carrier stuff. We do need some carrier fighters, and we want to get some carrier naval bombers, because I'm pretty sure my current Air Force for my Navy has not been getting any additional reinforcements for a while. We'll import some aluminum for the moment. We now can start making mechanized. We're not going to work on any more of those for a bit, though. 261 days is not that bad for getting a year and a half ahead of time on guns. I'm going to go ahead and start working on that. I feel like that's worth it. Let's do some more motorized, and let's go ahead and start making some extra light tanks if the option comes available. As far as additional ships, floating harbors. I've never used these. I know that's a new feature to make invasions a lot better, but generally speaking, I haven't needed it. We'll make some additional light ships. How's that? Extra destroyers, extra roaches. We could just actually start doing that, but like, meh. Victory over for the Dominion, or something. I didn't actually read that. The Japanese Empire is doing stuff I probably wouldn't approve of under normal circumstances, but I'm hoping they leave me alone. By the way, how's Australasia doing down there? Pretty good. It is totally possible that Australasia just has like a syndicalist uprising, kind of the same way that the West Indies Federation did, and then just straight out leave the Entente. That would suck. It's also totally possible that Japan is going to attack Australasia and we get called in on a massive war. These things can also happen. I feel like the United States should be pretty close to death. Let's get down to San Antonio, Austin, Dallas, and Houston. That'll be several key victory points taken care of. And the rest of you guys basically go up these directions and snag some of these victory points, and that should be pretty much it there too. What about up over here? Yeah, that'll work. I don't know. I don't think we need to get to Denver, Colorado. Maybe we do, but I'm hoping not. How are we doing in Italy? Still holding, not making much ground, unfortunately, and the Kingdom of France isn't doing much either, but we're holding Rome, by God. You know, you only have a couple of cavalry here. I feel like I should be able to punch through this all the way to Ancona, which splits these guys off so they die, and then we have one united front that can push up from Rome into Tuscany. I mean, cavalry aren't exactly renowned for being super strong, right? That said, he's also sending a tank this way, so, I mean, it may not last, but he also doesn't have a lot of equipment. What just happened? Did we finish with Quebec in flames? I think we might have. Oh, we can do even more investments. Good lord, this just keeps happening. Let's go for an investment in Portugal. Seems reasonable enough. So, wait, are we actually done with that? Let me just check. Quebec in flames is done. Ah! Cité de Quebec. We can do this thing. Extra stability, and we get rid of the political power loss. That would be quite nice to have. I would like that. I would like that a lot, actually. Yeah, we're stacking up a fair bit of soft attack against their cavalry. We should be overcoming their defense value. One's about to retreat, which means we focus fire, which means we push even harder. Right like so. Boom. And then we just get in, use it tight here so we don't lose that. Nope, 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 stay. There goes the USA. All right, the federal stronghold has fallen. Oh, we also get to take Liberia. Yeah, the British Empire wouldn't mind having Liberia. All right, so pretty much all of this is going to be mine, right? Can I just take all states? Is that an option? Of course it's not. Why wouldn't it be? All right, hang on. Liberate to... None of these are to New England, so we'll ignore that for a minute. Let me first just snag Liberia. I'm gonna pass once, then we should take... Okay, New England took New York City. Unfortunately, by doing so, I no longer can click the Take All States button. Gosh dang it, I was gonna give it to you all anyway, New England. Did you have to go and make this complicated? Of course you did. Why wouldn't you? Fine, alright, let's just go ahead and work down this. I could sing some of my US geography songs if I so desire, you know? California, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas and Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida. These are the states of the southern border of the United States. Wow, right? Yeah. Liberate to Hawaii. What could I liberate? Samoa. Ooh. Well, I kind of want to take Samoa for myself, so I'm doing that. Thank you. All right, so we're taking all of those states, but don't worry, I'm not keeping them for myself. I'm going to give them all away. Even though I hate to lose all those factories, I don't want to deal with it. It seems bad. We're going to have some events in just a minute, I'm pretty sure. We should be here by now, actually, already, but for some reason it's not. But we'll see what happens with this. We can go for another land doctrine, finally. Let's go for regimental combat teams, getting me some extra soft attack and organization, plus the overwhelming fire doctrine, which is known to be pretty good. All right, so all of these troops down here have now been cut off from their primary supply lines. If we hit them pretty hard over here, we should be able to cut off the last port, then they really will be doomed. You get back up here, please. Okay, I don't want them taking this back, so now we're just gonna kind of micromanage this a little bit. As far as the rest of my troops, what do we do with them? Well, we'll probably want to send some to go and deal with Brazil and the West Indies Federation. Panama is my ally in this and probably the easiest staging ground, though we could actually use Florida as well. There we go, Fate of American Liberia. So let's start with Liberia. We're going to create a loyal state, new puppet. Fate of America, we return it all to New England. Boom. And the game's now freezing up. There we go. Beautiful New England proper. King George is probably just thrilled in his grave right now. Engineer Forest Buster? Ooh, I like that idea. Let's go for that. So now we have a very strong New England, not the United States, New England proper, thank you. We are gonna take a handful of troops and do some things. First off, all of you guys, let's just start by garrisoning up Florida. As we all know, Florida probably needs it. You guys are going to... We can't help the Germans here, so all we can really do is use my armies to take out Brazil. The German Empire actually managed to land down here. What do you know? Or we could land a bunch more troops up here in Italy and finish them off faster. Or I could help with Russia, but I don't want to help with Russia. I think I want to go deal with my own thing. So let's go ahead and send these guys for the moment to do an area defense in Panama. And we'll launch a few naval invasions when the time comes. Some of you guys, I need actually to go on hold. Or actually... just get rid of the strike force there. I need you guys to get down here. It's going to take a little while, but that's fine. Because I'll need a proper escort navy, okay? All right, let's finish off this part of Italy. I think Italy, honestly, will be able to handle most of it on its own now that we've cleared this stuff up. This has always been the trick, honestly, with Italy. Usually you don't take Rome. You surround Rome because Rome, weirdly enough, doesn't have a port in the base game, so you just take Enzio and wherever this is, Latium next to it, just surround Rome completely. No supplies leave Italy, and they just completely fall apart. And then once you're ready, you just cut across the Midlands, and then you split them up, and then you just obliterate, right? That's usually the best way to take out all of Italy. It kind of worked out in this case, except France decided to just go, well, I guess Portugal decided to take out Rome instead for some reason. Whatever, though, it's fine. Let's go ahead and just clear them all out. Self-propelled guns is done. We can move on to... Let's go ahead and just get this. Get rid of the political power loss. We have a bunch of unassigned infantry, which I will assign to... Well, one I will assign to red to make up for what we lost. The rest, I guess, I assign to yellow, who doesn't really have much of a group, but go to Italy, I guess. Some reinforcements, not so bad. And now I need to set up some dang naval invasions. Oh, you know how this works. Give me a minute, guys. Okay, that's all set. I'm going to use blue this time, actually, since they have a bit more experience. I can send pretty much troops to almost every single set of islands in the Florida Keys. Then we can move on toward Jamaica and see if we can knock these guys out that way. And with all those troops together, we can actually start pushing over here against the Union of Brazil. Alrighty. Much unread naval battles, not worried about that at the moment. Let's just continue with what we were doing over here, which seems to be going well. We have some anti-tank quarter pounders with cheese. Sorry, that's not what it's supposed to be, is it? It's funnier to say it that way, though. Let's go over some recon companies. Might as well get those suckers upgraded. I am looking forward to ending this war so we can take over the Union of Britain proper. I'm actually sort of surprised there's not an event, but apparently there's not. Do we want to erode the syndicalist legitimacy? More compliance? I mean, I guess we could. What's our current compliance situation looking like? Unit of Britain, 32%. Get it a bit more, we get more factories. I mean, I don't need to do this is the thing, and I'm about to become Britain, which should get me full compliance, I would certainly think. Let's invite Iberia into whatever we're doing there, and I'm going to go ahead and start getting some additional arms workshops. Why not? See, we are building up all of these factories and oil refineries and so on in Britain proper, so when we do take over, we'll be in a better position than usual. I'm going to send at least a couple of you guys to instead go over here. Liberia does agree to join. Surprise, surprise. Let's attack these guys from several directions. We're not doing great on supplies myself. Billy Bishop criticizes priorities. Lose political power and manpower, cost reduction, and a research bonus for aircraft. I feel like we've done this before, but I might as well do it again. I mean, come on, that ain't the worst thing in the world, right? That's pretty good, even. Yeah, these guys have very little to work with. But what really matters, actually, stop what you're doing here. Go here, here, and then hit this. If we can take this out, if that's their local supply, we can knock that out of the picture, and then they really will have nothing left to support these guys, and they'll just completely crumble. There we go. Little cookie crumble action going on here. Don't know why I said it that way. It's kind of weird, actually, but all right. Yeah, so they have, like, no organization, absolutely no regen left to speak of. These guys will completely fall apart. You take that out and then turn around and help over here as well. Yeah. German Empire has stalled in France, which is honestly fine. It buys me time to work. Let's see. So my troops here should be more or less ready. Some divisions haven't arrived yet. Well, that'll change soon enough. These guys are all arriving over here in Panama, so we now should probably go ahead and set up some more Naval Invasion orders up over this way. Okay, we've got that all set. I do appear to be running out of rubber as I continue to manufacture some additional fighters. We'll need some aluminum as well, since I don't have a great local source. All right. So the last of the troops has arrived. No, waiting for one more, then we can launch the invasion. You don't have all your organization together, but to be honest, probably not a big deal. Let's go ahead and launch this. Navy's in position to escort them and start bombarding every single one of these islands. A lot can go wrong here, so let's just pay attention to this and make sure that we do land this properly. British exile suspected of sabotage, or espionage, sorry. Trial must play out in Canadian court. I don't want to lose more market liberalism, though to be honest, it's not going to matter in a bit, I think. But we'll see. All right, so we've landed here successfully. You guys assist here. Make sure you win this fight quickly. Got that. Then you turn around and assist up over here. Make sure you win that fight quickly. Okay, so this should be all of these guys taken care of, basically. We just need to win a couple of fights over here, but with the short bombardment we've got going on right now, that'll end up being fine. So we should be able to retake all of that. Excellent. So that's now done. Good. We can cancel all of this. Unless there's anything I'm missing. I don't think so. And then these guys will be ready to launch in a minute. Let's take our fleet and simply rearrange them over to the Caribbean Sea. We can contain everything within one sea tile, which is always optimal. All right, we did clear these groups out. So yellow is now getting in position. Let's go ahead and cancel this offensive order. Then we want to move up toward Milan. Looks like Austria is making some pushes of their own. We have a bunch of reinforcements on the way. Once they're fully entrenched and ready to go, we can go ahead and begin making the push. Looks like Germany is now making a push over toward Brittany. I kind of want to assist in this in some way. So I'm going to tell all my troops to get over here and get ready to do some sort of a naval invasion in the west of France and see if there's anything we can do to eke out just a bit of extra war score. I can't imagine people would have the audacity not to let me take the entirety of Britain. But I've been surprised on some of that before, so I mean, it could happen. It could happen. All right, so that's all going to be ready to go in just a minute. So far, this is performing way better. You became the United States again? No, you were supposed to stay New England. I do get to keep you as a subject, though, right? No! Oh, what? New England is no longer a puppet? I don't get to puppet the U.S. anymore? Oh, man. Well, they're now a member of the Entente. I guess it doesn't matter, but, like, gosh dang it. I wanted to annex them someday, maybe. Whatever. Probably fine. All right. Go ahead and launch. Let's do the thing. Everyone go! Jamaica's going to be the biggest deal right now. If we can hit that, we'll be fine. I'm going to go ahead and research the signal company since we get a 140% boost on it for some reason. We have finished with Quebec. That's done, finally. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and get the munitions industry. Start producing a heck of a lot more stuff. We are bombarding the crud out of this. If we can just get any sort of a landing here. I don't care if it's Kingston or not, we'll be fine. And then we have to pay attention to what's going on over here. The fleet, unfortunately, is not in position. Moscow just fell. Ukraine and Germany have managed to take them. Also, Belarus has managed to push all the way up to Moscow. So France has fallen apart. I find that kind of fun. All right, we'll go ahead and start launching our attack over there. So let's just keep an eye on this. Do we want to spend political power I don't have? Might as well to get the maximum possible benefit. And then I would like to get some additional construction speed. I'm thinking 20%. So we can build things in the UK a lot faster. Okay, we managed to land over here. This has gone well. Let's go ahead and split you guys up. Take all of this. You guys push up here. Take the ports. Also forts if they exist, but I don't think they do. Come on, you can do this. I see they're here, but we have the soft attack. Bomb them down. Bomb them down. You got this. I believe in you. I just need a landing. My tanks are here. And also, these guys are retreating back and forth, which means their organization is getting lower and lower in every spot. Now we can hit you hard. You're going to lose Kingston. Say goodbye. Jamaica's mine. Ah! Okay, so that taken care of. We need to get a few more troops and hopscotch our way down here to Georgetown. Okay, that's on its way. Looks like there's a huge encirclement of the Italian troops up here, thanks to Portugal and Austria's efforts. So Austria has managed to take Livorno. Yeah, Italy's not much longer for this world. They're going to be falling apart here pretty darn soon. My troops are arriving in Cornwall, which means it's time to set up even more naval invasions, and we're going to try to take Brittany myself this time. Who knows? Maybe we can actually take a state and create some sort of a French vassal. Though, to be fair, we're probably not going to have that as an option. We're probably going to have to return everything to the Kingdom of France, but that's fine. Okay, we're going to go for a massive, glorious invasion of pretty much the entire coast of Brittany and Western France all the way down toward Bordeaux. All right, so that's all going fine. Let's go ahead and bring our motorized over here just in case we end up wishing that we had some of them available. Though actually, never mind, hang on. We should probably be ready to move them down toward, let's say, Brazil. Even though trucks won't do great in the jungles, I imagine that they'll be able to do something at the very least. So let's bring them down toward, let's say, Panama for now. All right, so we're launching a small little naval invasion, heading down toward Georgetown. I hope that this one actually does work. If they're actually ready. Yes, they're on their way. I assigned more troops than this, so I'm not sure why we only have 2, but I'm hoping that they can't defend this. With my shore bombardment going on, they shouldn't be able to. We're overcoming their defense, which means we're doing a lot more damage. And whoever their president is, or whatever, he's actually also their field marshal, which I find somewhat amusing, but okay. Take out Georgetown, and I can't imagine these guys live any longer, though this is their other remaining victory point, if they do. Let's go ahead and clear these guys out. There goes the West Indies Union. I am going to take all states myself, if we can. May not be able to, hang on. We start by taking some of this. I assume no one else, none of my puppets would dare take this, and this. There we go. All right, we'll have to hand this all off. I'll probably partition them in a bit, because extra puppets actually works out fairly well for me. Okay, red. Now, we need to send you guys here somehow, and get ready to go crazy in Brazil. One of the actual worst places in the game to fight. With very little functional supply. Yeah, this is gonna suck. Alright, we need to build out some supply bases and also get ready to build out some railroads. At least a couple levels and see what we can do over there. There's no way to get into Brazil from here, unfortunately. That's not accessible terrain, so we're going to have to ignore that for the moment. Most of my troops should be able to start pushing up here toward, let's say, Genoa. There's some sort of bombardment going on here, but it's not enough to actually overcome them. There's the munitions factory taken care of. Let's go for infantry motorization, start getting some huge ahead-of-time mechanized bonuses. I actually don't think we want these guys to be here. This seems like a really bad spot. We're going to take lots of attrition damage. I'm going to tell these guys to actually back up. And if we want to do more naval invasions up over here by Marseille, we can do that. But let's stop wasting ourselves over there. All right, can you guys now launch a bunch of naval invasions? It sure as heck looks like it. So out go a whole load of troops. We found the French, but we are now invading, so let's go ahead and make this push. Land in all these spots. Get ready for some serious reinforcements. Make it as easy to win this as possible, please. Try to help over here. You guys also will try to help here, and you'll try to help here. And with several attack vectors, directions of attack, I'm thinking we'll be able to finish them all off. Let's see, all of you get assigned to this. Some of you help here, some of you help here. Okay, moving. I need you guys to continue helping over there. You push these guys back, you push these guys back. Some of you guys come over here, and we're gonna start pushing toward Bordeaux. So their capital is in Marseille at the moment. Marseille, however you say that. Bordeaux, however, a very important victory point. Lyon as well. But this is a pretty huge invasion of France, and sure enough, we are handing all of this off to the Kingdom of France. Oh, I didn't know we had a king. I thought we was a communist society. Not anymore, because Britain/Canada declares it. Hey, you guys, can you stop attacking? You're wasting yourselves. Back it off. And stop garrisoning this area because it's just getting you all killed, okay? Back it off over there for now. All right. Got a few more troops that are apparently still trying to land. Germany finished this area off, which means there's nothing we can actually do there anymore. So we're going to clear out these front lines in offensive orders real quick. Let's rearrange this like so, and your goal is to push down toward Spain and the coastline up by Lyon. I'm going to tell you guys to get going and be aggressive if you don't mind. Thank you. So red is getting into position. I'm going to tell you guys to go ahead and start making your push down along the river now. We are going to have god-awful supply over here for a bit, but that's why I'm trying to build some of this up. Fighting in Brazil is going to suck in so many ways, that's for sure. Ethiopia declares a war as well. Why does everyone think this is like the opportunity to start attacking everyone and everyone? Everyone and everyone? I think you know what I meant. But it didn't sound right, did it? No. No, it did not. France has landed up here by Nice. Okay. Well, that's fine. I honestly don't know that I need to send another army, but I guess I don't mind taking some of you guys from here up to, let's say, here. And then a whole bunch more of you from here up to here. Then a bunch more of you from Rome up to here. Don't hit their capital directly because they're probably going to be defending it. At least not as our primary thrust. Okay, we'll have them go as soon as available. And in the meantime, this fleet, who was just doing convoy escort, will now go up to the Tyrian Sea and the Western Mediterranean. And that way we can go ahead and launch up over here and hit them from another area in their vulnerable, soft underbelly. We can do more investments. I can't do investments in myself, which is slightly surprising. So we'll invest in Southern Rhodesia and Liberia. Why not? Spread the love around a little bit more if you don't mind. Yeah, sure enough, we are definitely taking some attrition damage over here. I'm going to create a big fallback line. And I'm going to say most of you are actually going to be assigned to that. So we can just spread the troops out a little bit. We'll keep pushing, right, as much as we can, but let's not keep our troops all in one tiny spot. Upgrade to our signal companies, which you aren't even using? Sure, why not? That seems good. So is France going to become a republic again by the end of this, or like what? Let's go for a boost up in our tank. Tech, it is about to be 1941. Happy New Year, ladies and gentlemen. Chile has been called in. Okay, I need all of you guys assigned over here, please. Stop getting borders with Germany. Germany doesn't matter. We're friends with Germany, sort of, kind of. So you guys will be ready to go in just a few days. I'm actually going to launch all of you at the same time, if at all possible, so we'll wait until all of them are ready. Construction tech is done a bit ahead of time. We can't go for a very cheap fighter doctrine, which we will do. Might as well start excavating some extra resources or going for extra factory output or whatever. Tripolitanian International thing. Great. So more people are joining the Third International. Why would you join a sinking ship is my question. I don't even know. All right, we're going to end this video here because I'm pretty sure I'm out of time. But we've made really good progress. We are going to be done with the Second Weltkrieg over here as of next video. The question is, what do we do after that? And I don't know what's going to happen with the UK. I think we're going to get to Tag Switch. We'll see. I might continue the series from there, or I might not. We will see. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.